Aetherdrift might have just taken a mechanic that gets no love currently in Standard and made it viable. Alright guys, it is time to saddle up because Aetherdrift is here, and that is exactly what we're doing today. This is the early access event, which means we get the cards a little bit early that are coming to Standard from Aetherdrift, and they will be out on Tuesday on Arena, but today we get to play a little bit early with other creators, which is really fun. And that's what we're doing today, man. We're saddling because this guy right here, Culloden, is one of the cards that I had in my top 5 favorite cards from the new set in my recent video. And so I wanted to break him today. Basically, he gives all of your mounts and crewable creatures and artifacts the ability to come in with haste, which is really good. But what's really good is it, allows them to crew or either saddle for free, which is busted when you get, you get your creatures down and you're trying to saddle, and with Tumble Wagon, you double up your counters immediately. Kind of crazy. So it's a really fun mechanic that I thought would be pretty overpowered today. We've got new cards like District Mascot, the Ox, and the Lagor in here. All of these have saddle abilities basically to grow the creatures with extra 1/1 counters. That's what they all kind of do synergistically. So we went with the more 1/1 counter sort of style game plan, which means we got to run this new Velocipede, I think is how you say it. It's a crewable artifact. Basically allows all your creatures ETBing with extra 1/1 counters, which can be pretty crazy on turn 3 if you follow that with a Halana on turn 4 and then crew it immediately. It becomes an 8/8 trampler right away, which is pretty ridiculous. And then we can go extremely wide too with the Anim. Obviously putting 1/1 counters on the Anim is always super ridiculous because when it attacks, the more 1/1 counters means the more gnomes that you get. And those gnomes are going to be even bigger because we have the Velocipede. So this deck is very aggressive, goes wide, goes tall. It's hard to stop once it starts to snowball, and it's all thanks to Culloden being able to give all of these creatures the ability to come in with haste and attack. Mascot being able to blow up artifacts was extremely relevant today. The Ox giving indestructibility, also a really cool little trick you can do. And lastly, we got Sheltered by Ghosts for that a little bit of removal, but also a ton of life gain when you attach it to a 10/10 body. So super fun list. I think you guys are going to enjoy this, and hopefully we'll catch you back here at the end for our final thoughts. Peace out. All right, guys, today we are playing some Aetherdrift, which is actually super exciting, man. And this hand looks really good. We're playing in the early access event against other creators, which is so much fun. And today we've got up first none other than MTG Malone. Let's go. We're playing our saddle game plan. We've got ourselves a Culloden here, which is really nice. This hand could turn out to be something pretty special, I think. Yeah, let's just play one of these and get out our Culloden. The opponent, though, MTG Malone here, could be cracking the Fabled Passage, or it could be a removal spell, which I don't think he's running cut down. I mean, there's a lot of things going on right now. I haven't seen any cut downs today. I can't imagine that's the case, but we'll see. Culloden hits, though. We're in for the Mascot, and they crack the Fabled Passage, looking for those lands. And I elected not to go with all of these new type of lands that come in untapped, and it's just because I didn't want to run a ton of basics in this deck. I don't feel like it was going to help us, especially because we're such a low curve. All right, let's go ahead and drop down a Nim here. Does a Nim resolve? It appears like a Nim will resolve, but they're going to go ahead and blow up the Mascot. If they blow up the Mascot, that kind of tells us they're running artifacts, right? I mean, that's not a card I would have targeted there. Yeah, they're definitely running artifacts. It's going to be like some sort of Simulacrum deck, I would imagine. All right. I do like that I can get the Mascot in next turn, attack in right away, and then blow up an artifact if they do play Simulacrum. Okay, we've got ourselves a Winter Cursed Rider, 2 mana, 3/2. Artifacts you control have ward, pay 2 life. Exile artifact cards from your graveyard. Each non-artifact creature gets... Oh, wow. 9? Hold on. Exile X artifact cards from your graveyard. Each other non-artifact gets negative... Okay, got it. All right, let's go ahead and get down Halana. And we pump up the Anim, of course. Swing in and just create a bunch more little 1/1s. And they're down to 7. I wonder what they do here, because they're gonna need a they're gonna need to exile a lot of different artifacts here to get enough value here. Is it creatures and artifacts? Exile X artifact cards from your graveyard. Each other non-artifact creature gets negative XX. So my actual artifact creatures won't even get negative XX, which is really cool. So they'll need at least 3 artifact cards in the graveyard for that to work. So we're not too worried about that then. All their artifacts have ward. Doing some self-milling here. Good game, I think. All right, and this has haste. It's able to come in right away. Swinging through. And it crewed, or I'm sorry, it's saddled, so I get the 1/1 counter. All right, we both mill 2 cards. That's fine. And we make a block on the 8/9, sure. And this has ward. Does this have ward now? Let's see. Just pay 2 life. All right, cool. Anyways, GG's. That went pretty well for us. A very aggressive start for us. The curve was really nice, so can't ask for too much more than that. Let's go. All right, we got a pretty interesting hand here. This one is keepable. I mean, it's a lot of mascots, which I don't necessarily want that many, but I have the mana to really get something going here, so I'm gonna keep it. And wish me luck. Let's see what we're up against here. New cards, man. Exciting stuff. Let's see. We got Selesnya colors. Okay. I like that we drew into the Lagoran here. That's nice. Oh, we're doing the same thing we're doing. Okay, I like that. I like that. Let's go. I guess let's get this down, because it can go over the top and pump the mascot. This is actually really bad though, because they've got their Colodin here on turn 2, which, I mean, it makes the deck so much better if you can get that down. All right, they're attacking in and getting some basic lands onto the battlefield. We can destroy that though with the mascot, which is pretty cool. If they're going to be doing a lot of the crewing things and you know, less saddling, we can actually end up blowing up a lot of their artifacts here, it feels like. No blocks. All right, let's go ahead and get down. How do we want to do this? Feels like I just want to get down this and then blow up the artifact. I think that's the best thing we can do here. It's just to get down this, then we saddle, and then we attack in, pump both of these, and then we blow up the old artifact here. That seems pretty nice. They do have a lot of mana to work with now though, which is a little scary. Add 1 mana of any color. Comes in right away for the crew because it's got this, and then the opponent can attack in for quite a bit of damage. But again, man, I mean, we have the ability to keep blowing up their artifacts, but with the Colodin on the field and just pressuring us this much, it's gonna be very difficult to keep up right here. This is just too much damage, honestly. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No blocks. I think we gotta let it all get through, because I need the mascot here. All right. Whew, how do we do this? If I play this, I can activate the ability. I can go Ox here too, though. Ox, I can go 2. Just thinking right now, just thinking. What's the plan, man? I think it's this, right? This time we do this one because we're gonna sacrifice the counters on that one, right? So we're gonna attack in here, pump these, Okay. Then we're going to remove 2, sacking this, and then hope that our block here against the Culloden is enough. This crew's for 3, so we're fine. That's not going to come down. All right. Nice. We're in. Okay. We are in, guys. We are in. Let's go. I want to blow up their last artifact here, so let's get this down. Crew this. Swing in here. Make sure I've got the artifact destruction online here, and then we end the turn. Perfect. Okay, we're actually going to be able to make a comeback here, guys, and it's only because of the fact the opponent's running more crew ability than saddling, which opens up that artifact removal. This is so good, man. I say it's good, but we get blown up here. That does hurt. That does hurt. All right. Say goodbye to your friend. And we get a land. It does come in tap though, which makes things a little tricky because I like to be able to blow up at instant speed. I guess I could do this though. Saddle this, attack in, but then I'd still try to do some math here, guys. This is making it a little tricky. Yeah, I think I just play this and I say go. This may seem a little crazy, but I need to make sure I'm able to pay the 2 mana to blow up an artifact at instant speed here, because if they drop something that can crew that's very big, I want to make sure I'm able to deal with it right away. And so I'm going to have to sacrifice my district mascot. Next turn, I can play my Tumblewag, though, and start pumping things and get value that way, you know? All right, so they send us in. I could blow it up right now, but because it's just a 5/5, I think I'd rather just chump block with the Ox in this particular instance, because we can save our mascot till next turn to really start going again with the artifact destruction. I think artifact destruction is literally everything here. All right, here we go. Now we're cooking. 1 here. No attacks. I guess we could actually attack with this, couldn't we? Do we want to though? Not really. I can block, call it in. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Man, I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to be patient, but I also got to start dealing some damage here pretty soon. What's the next artifact here? That's a problem because it can create a bunch of pilot tokens, right? X mounts and vehicles and battlefield under your control. This turn. Okay, so it can only create a number of these pilots based on the artifacts that entered that turn. So that's not too bad. And they go to crew. We blow it up. All right. Then we play Halana. Hopefully here hopefully we can just get a land that comes in untapped. That's what we need. Untapped land. Untapped land. You ask, you shall receive. Let's go, dude. All right, Halana's in. We do that. Boom. Now we're talking. Now it's just a matter of time. Now with Halana on the field and Tumblewag pumping it, it's just a matter of time. Because our mascots are going to get big enough to where I'm good. We can sit on them and just have that value ready to go. That's fine. You're gone. Dude, the mascot in this particular matchup has been incredible. Like, straight up incredible. Okay, my turn. Man, if I could just get a shelter by Ghost now, we'd be really, really frying. All right, I'm gonna saddle here, actually. We're gonna saddle you, okay? And then we're gonna go ahead and pump you, giving me a counter too, though. Okay, and then we swing in. And we're gonna double the counters on itself. Okay. And then next turn we can really start to lean into, you know, doing some damage here and getting more aggressive. That's fine. Tap for 0. Yeah, no worries. I totally get the oops because I misunderstood that card too, and it almost made its way into my deck. But the fact that you need things to hit the battlefield in order for it to really work makes it really difficult to work with. All right, and then for 2 mana, that can give counters to everything. So we are going to saddle again with you. This, let's saddle here. All right, let's pump up this and give the counter here. Attack, attack. Let's double the counters on this. And then let's go ahead and pump up both of these. All right, I mean, that's pretty complicated stuff. I probably didn't optimize that to its fullest potential, but I think that was still a pretty solid turn there. Pretty solid. I've got them dead here next turn if they can't get the damage through, and we've got plenty of mana open to blow up 2 artifacts. So no matter what they play, it's gonna get blown up. And that'll do it. That'll do it. Oh my goodness. GG's, man. GG's. That will do it, man. All right, we pump up you and you. And we swing in for the 15 over the top. And GG's. All right, sweet. Let's go. I was just going to send in a few of them here. They had 2 cards in hand with unlimited mana. Who knows? Removal spell might hit us there. So had to be careful, but good game. All right, we got Kaladin. We cannot ask for much more than that. So turn 2, Kaladin is going to hit. And hopefully it doesn't get removed. We see Selesnya, so I don't think it will. All right, they're doing some saddling stuff too. Look at that. We might end up being in a good spot again here with the mascot. You never know. I love the Kaladin right into the Tumblewag. It's kind of the most broken thing ever because Tumblewag, you know, doubles its counters right away. All right, so they're gonna try to draw a card and gain a life. Are they gonna attack though? I don't think so. They might to try to get a 3/3 body instead of the 2/2, but yeah, didn't think so. All right, Tumblewag is in. It has haste. It has saddled already. And we're already at a 4/4. Let's go. We're in. Now the opponent's got an interesting decision to make here, which is to attack with the hero or not. I don't think they will. I think they're going to saddle right away. They do for another card. Can't attack. I guess they can attack here because they're going to get the 1/1 counter now. That's not good. The only reason we scrapped the steed from our build is because we weren't able to saddle it all the time because it costs 4. But that's a really good choice for it to saddle with. All right, let's go with this and the ox. Everything's got that haste, so we might as well use it, right? All right, now this is the tricky part. We got to get to this to 3 at least. Let's saddle this. All right, I'm going full aggression here. I have to. So this gets a 1/1 counter. We swing in. We're gonna double the counters on this and give it 1 more counter. Or do we pump up the ox? I think we give this, yeah, we'll do this. And then these get counters. Yes, yes, yes. That's what we're doing. Okay, perfect. I forgot about the Lagorian there giving itself the counters. That's actually really solid. Okay, perfect. The opponent is down to 14. We still may lose this game. They've got a lot of power on board here, and they're going to keep creating those angels, but At least we're in a better spot, I think, than I initially thought we'd be in. Oh, they got an ox as well. And they're gonna probably saddle... No, they're not gonna saddle the ox and the tumblewag, are they? Okay. Maybe they are gonna tumblewag and ox saddle here, the steed. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. They're in a little bit of a pickle here for sure. Okay, now they can saddle the ox and the recruit. Yeah, that's better. And then the tumblewag is still saddled. All right, cool, cool, cool. I see what they're doing now. All right, so they're gonna double up the counters on the steed, of course, because that's gonna get lifelink. All right, I basically need Sheltered by Ghost to grab that steed, or we're in a lot of trouble here, guys. A lot of trouble. Is there anything that's an artifact out here? No, right? No artifacts, which means I can't blow anything up with the mascot. That's a card. That's a really, really good card. Okay. Is there a way to like go crazy here? I just don't know. I don't see it. I mean, this is as crazy as I can get. This, and then this saddling this, and then pumping up this, and then doubling up the counters here, but they just chump block it, and then I'm dead. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I'm gonna have to not saddle the tumblewag, which is brutal. Yeah, I can't win this one, guys. Unfortunately, I can't. I can actually play defense, though. You want to just play defense, actually? Now that I think about it, I probably shouldn't have saddled that. But I did because I wanted to put more 1 counters. Yeah, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm going to play defense. I really should not have saddled the Culloden. I backpedaled there and changed gears a bit and shifted the defense idea a little too late. Had I thought of that a little bit sooner, we would have been okay. Come on, Sheltered by Ghost. That's what we need. That's what we need. These little new pets are pretty sweet too. I can't lie, they're pretty cool. All right, we got a 4-mana 4/2. Says enters. You may search your library for a mount, vehicle card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. Uh-oh. Yep, I had a feeling it was gonna be the hover ship. Okay, so they're gonna exile one of my creatures. But only if it has toughness 5 or less. So I guess I just got to get everything toughness 5 or less higher. I could use the Ox too to give hexproof and indestructibility, right? Or is it just indestructible? Hexproof and indestructible. All right, cool. So everything should stay safe. I do wonder how they're gonna play this one. Okay, they're saddling the tumblewag, which means they plan on obviously attacking in with it and doubling the counters on something. But they don't saddle the steed. How are they getting double the counters on that, by the way? How did they just pull that off? Does this double the counters? If one of our 1/1 counters we put on a creature... Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go here and here, okay? Because we want it to die. And then this I'm going to sacrifice for indestructibility. Perfect. Okay, here we go. But that doesn't answer the hover ship problem now, does it? It sure doesn't. The 11 life gain is what's killing me here, because if they didn't gain that life back there, I could have really lined up maybe another attack here that could have been pretty solid. But we're unfortunately really cooked because our top decks have been abysmal, so not much we can do here, guys. Sorry, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We unfortunately lose this one. It's going to be a GG's because they're going to hover ship away our Legoran because I can't give it to Hexproof anymore. I had to use it previously for that block. Oh, they're not playing the hover ship. Or they're going to play a land and then the hover ship. We'll see. Okay. They're just sticking to go with more aggression here. They got another Ox, though. I mean, that is just about as brutal as it gets right there. The Ox is going to give indestructibility to their flyers. I think it's pretty safe to say this one's over, guys. If I top deck Sheltered by Ghosts, could I possibly get back into this game? Maybe. But I am going to lose the Legoran here. It just... it is what it is. Until I'm able, though, to answer with a Sheltered by Ghost of my own, this is going to be a wrap. Yep, you got it. All right, we need a top deck of the century. Nope, not enough. Not enough. All right, so we're gonna saddle for 2. Okay. And then we are going to double the counters on something here. Let's see. I mean, we're dead here. This is just literally me doing a full send for the heck of it because we're cooked. It's like a last-ditch effort here. Double up on the counters for this. And then go counters here and here. Yep. All right, that's good games. You win, my friend. You win. GG's. Pretty cool deck list they have here, though. They definitely consolidated down to Selesnya, and I like what they were doing for sure. I do think that their deck, though, to do as well as it did, was kind of dependent on the fact that they had to have this on turn 3, which they did. I mean, they did, and it was incredible, and it worked really well for them. But let's say they get the Henri Tumblewag out on turn 3, right? Instead, they're not going to be able to crew this right away. It's gonna take at least till turn 4 until they can find some bigger things like this. And so I feel like they got pretty darn lucky with the curve, and it's hard to beat that. You know, it's hard to beat that when the opponent gets a really nice laid out hand like that. So good on them. It's a pretty sweet deck list for sure. I do think running red, though, with the Kaladin makes it a little stronger in my opinion, but this is definitely probably more consistent. So take what you will from that. GG's though, man. Good games. All right, we got Dr. Ruckus up next. A lot of pain lands, but I do have Sheltered by Ghost, so I can't really pass this one up, can I? Good old Sheltered by Ghost. That was the one card we were missing last game in order to, you know, close that one out or try to compete at least. See what the opponent's working with here. I don't think I've actually ran into Dr. Ruckus today, so I have no idea what he's working on at the moment. Sorry guys, my throat is killing me. All right, so we see some Dimir. I've actually seen this today. A couple of people running something like this, so this should be interesting. They're trying to fill up their graveyard. They've got these sweet new kill spells that allow you to do damage or to remove something based on how much your graveyard's filled up. Esper, and these are both artifacts. That might play into it as well. I don't know what to expect here, to be honest with you guys. I don't know what to think here. Both of my mascots being taken out, though, is a little scary, especially because we know they're artifacts. And there we go. Whoop, there it is. So we're running Simulacrum. I will be running a Simulacrum deck later today too. I've got a lot to do, man. I've got a Simulacrum deck I want to run. I do want to check out Cats. Cats seem pretty freaking solid. But yeah, man. A lot of really cool ideas that you can do right now. Standard being fresh is always really nice. All right, we're going to get down to Halana, and hopefully it sticks for a turn or so. And we do 8 damage. Boom, just like that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And then Sheltered by Ghosts takes... Do I want to take the casket and then blow up the simulacrum? I think that's what I want to do. But of course, we lose our creature yet again. Okay. Alright, I guess I gotta get this in then. Unable to crew this time. Bummer. Wish I could have gotten on tap land there. That would have been really nice. Because if we lose the Anim here, we're kind of fried, right? Kind of fried here. I like the hesitation. It tells me the opponent probably doesn't have another removal spell. That's good. That's actually really good. We're not triggering the simulacrum at all yet. It's good stuff. How is this a 7? Oh yeah, number of artifacts they control. That's pretty solid, man. It's all you. That's all you. Ooh, double Shelter by Ghosts. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. All right, so Shelter by Ghost, we take this. And then we're gonna take the simulacrum as well. What's triggering here? Crew 2, okay. All right, and then we take simulacrum. Right, and then, or do we take simulacrum? Probably not. I think I need to actually gain life here. If I crew this up and attack in for 8, I'm gonna take a lot more damage in return. Yeah, so I think I have to take this. That is such a bummer, I'm not gonna lie, because I don't want to have to do this, but I kind of have to gain the life. Yeah, I don't love that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't love that. Oh, could I have won the game there though? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I could have won the game there, man. Oh shoot, if I lose this one, it's on me. I had lethal on the dot. I forgot that the gnomes were gonna enter in with the 1/1 counters. I didn't play that into my account of, you know, my factoring there. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough, man. We just we might have just threw this game. We might have just thrown it. The Scry, though, is making me seem like they might have something doable here, like a card that's like on the verge of helping. They throw it away. And they probably Scry on the upkeep here too. What does this do? Sacrifice Surveil 2. That's not going to work right now though, because they don't have the mana for it, right? All right, he's thinking about some stuff. All right, here comes the upkeep. Oh, no upkeep Scry. I think he forgot to put his stop on the upkeep there, which, yeah, that's an oops. Draws a card. I'm pretty nervous. I'm pretty nervous because I completely punted this game. The game was over had I just done the math correctly. Is this an artifact land? It is. Wow. Clue tapped. Oh, I didn't know they had these. Land enters tapped, add mana, tap an on-tap creature you control, add mana of any one color. Okay, cool. Good game. Let's get this down. Let's pump up the Anim. and then we swing in for a lot of damage, right? All right, that'll do it. That will do it, man. A lot of damage incoming. We gain a ton of life. Back to what, 19? Nice, 18, sorry. GG's though, man. A fun list. I wish I wouldn't have messed that one up, but super fun. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Today was a lot of fun. Saddling is going to be one of those interesting mechanics where I feel like it's going to either be really good or probably not see too much play. My opinion, I think there's enough here where we can get really creative, especially with survival stuff. I know we played something with survival a couple days ago in Selesnya, and I feel like saddling survival creatures is already pretty busted in some ways. So I feel like there's a lot to explore here and a lot to see, you know, what could be. So it's exciting. I do believe that little Boros creature we got with, you know, giving everything haste is something special. I feel like it's a very good card that's going to take this set and really make it a viable option and threat to the meta. But anyways, that does it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm glad you made it all the way to the very end. Huge thank you to everyone who did make it to the end, and a huge special thank you to everybody who is part of the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on my channel. You know, everyone who helps support me monetarily every month, I greatly appreciate you. It means a lot to me, and we'll keep trying to pump out those members only videos as much as I can for you guys, and as consistent as possible, because you guys deserve any extra content I can give you. So thank you for that. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow, because we got the new cards, and then hopefully tomorrow we can get a fresh video out in ranked for you guys, and we'll be trying some of the new stuff. So until then, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. Yeah. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. Yeah. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks to the meta. This ain't cheap.